here?
You know, I thought it was great. I thought, we accomplished a lot in a short period of time. If you really think about, what we did, last year on the ice, and we played deep into June and had a lot going on from a business perspective, to come out here and be ready to drop the puck at the American League level, I think I'm quite proud of what we were able to accomplish. Obviously, on the ice, it was an exciting run in the playoffs, and proud of those guys, what they were able to do as well. And let's not forget that coaches and the hockey staff, they had to quickly pivot to come out west and get used to the nuances of practice rinks and things of that nature. So a year ago that we didn't have this locker room complex, we didn't have a lot of things done. So I think if you look back, we accomplished a lot in a year, and we still got a lot more to accomplish.
From a business standpoint, how big was the transition from back there to out here?
I think it was huge. We have one of the bigger season ticket bases out here. I think we had a number of sellouts down the stretch. We had great success in the playoffs, especially the San Diego series. So I think it was a big move for us in terms of revenue, in terms of fan support, and also the corporate the corporate support that we get out here is very good as well. So I think it was a big move coming in here from Manch. And then if you take a look at Rob Blake's here again today, and just the exposure that our players have been able to have and our development staff's been able to have with the guys, I think it's been a home run. And with Tucson coming in next year, Pacific Division looks like it's only going to grow.
How big is your season ticket base?
Season ticket base, if you include premiums, well over 4,000. So it's one of the top in the league.
What are maybe the goals for next season as you start to look ahead?
Well, I think we're excited. We're having a Kings inter-squad game, Kings versus Kings here in late September. We're also going to have an education day for our preseason, so we're going to have a 10 a.m. game for local elementary school kids. So I think those are some big things that we want to talk about, perhaps getting an all-star game in the future here. But I think the big thing is selling the place out. I think we got to grow our season ticket base. We're off to a great start. The longer you play in the playoffs, the more season tickets you can sell. So we're off to a great start for next year already, and I think that's the goal, just to kind of push ahead and create more sellouts and just have more excitement in the rink.
Were the empty seats in the playoffs a concern?
No, I think that in the playoffs, a great deal of our tickets are sold in group packages, so it's hard to get those groups out at short notice. We were thrilled with the playoffs, especially, like I said, the San Diego series was, double what we thought we were going to do. But when you have quick turnarounds at those games, it's hard to get the groups. And when we average 2,000, 2,500 groups a game during the regular season, it takes about a month to turn those around.
You talked about Tucson. Is there a preference? Do the Texas teams maybe go to Central? You guys maybe stay more contained, or?
No, I think Tucson's going to help. I think Texas is going to stay in. San Antonio is going to stay in. I think as we go along, more teams are going to want to come play out west. I think especially some of the snow belt teams are going to want to come out here in January. But I know Chicago would love to come out and play. I think next year we're going to have Rockford and Iowa on our schedule. So we'll pick up 6 games with Tucson. We'll play 6 against San Diego, and then we'll play a few less up north. But we'll still have Texas. We go to, like I said, we go to Rockford, and I believe Charlotte's still on the schedule as well.
With the extra team coming to the Pacific, is there any chance they're going to even out the games for the East and the Western Conference, or is it still going to stay lesser for the Pacific?
No, I think that's something that Dave Andrews has a lot of work left to do on that. I think that. The rest of the league would like to meet somewhere in the middle. I know the Pacific Division teams are pretty happy with the way 68 games went. I think from a business standpoint, it worked out very well. Obviously, we do a lot of revenue per game here, so we could see it go either way. But the 68 games was a hockey decision, but I believe it worked from the business side as well. So we're a long way apart right now, 76 games versus 68. So it's going to take some work, and I think it's going to take the AHL 2-3 years to kind of get it all figured out.